Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're gonna be hiking into the woods, building shelters. It looks like it's pretty nice out right now. It's actually not. If you can tell, it's actually snowing a little bit. It's about 20 degrees outside. It's gonna dip down a little bit lower as the night goes on. We have no tents, no sleeping bags, no pads, and we're gonna try to build a bushcraft shelter and use the Mylar space blankets to hopefully keep us warm tonight. And we're gonna be cooking up some ribs.
This is gonna be one of the coldest videos we've ever done, and one of the least prepared videos we've ever done too. Our backpacks really have nothing but extra layers and, you know, some camera equipment and food. But other than that, we're going in pretty raw, and it's gonna be a cold night.
It's gonna be a rough night.
All right, guys, so I think we found our spot. Right behind me there is a nice clear flat area, and there's a lot of dead trees around here, and we have a water source pretty close by too. So I think we're gonna start setting up shelters here.
So we've been looking all around for the last 15-20 minutes for birch bark. Of course, we can't find it, but this is pretty close. I don't know what kind of tree this is, but it's kind of got that real papery, thin, super dry. It probably will hold a spark, so we're gonna give this a shot.
What's nice about birch bark though is that it's coated in especially the yellow birch, it's coated in this oil that is very good for catching a spark. So this little stream's right by our campsite, which is nice. So we'll have plenty of fresh water. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but it's interesting how the ground froze in these kind of vertical, almost like hair looking ice crystals. Oh, you got a flame. And the reason we have this bark on the ground is because the ground's super wet. So we wanted a nice dry surface so that bark wouldn't take up any moisture from the ground.
And if you saw, Noah was striking the ferro rod with the back side of the silky saw here. This actually works really well. We've seen that done, never tried it, but that does work better than the blade or back edge of a knife.
It worked significantly better than the striker that comes with it.
We got a little guy going here. It actually lit up without much of a problem with that bark from that tree. I'd say it worked almost as well as birch bark.
Much warmer now.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so real quick, we just wanted to say thank you so much for the support on our last video. It absolutely blew our minds. As of this recording, I think that video's at around 66,000 views. We've gained, geez, like 1,700 subscribers. We had 175 before, now we're approaching 1,900. And yeah, it's just incredible, guys. Thank you so much for the support.
So it was super cool to see all the positive feedback in that video, all the advice that we received, the words of encouragement to keep going and doing this. You know, this is something that we are just doing for fun. We're not getting paid, and we really enjoy just coming out here making these videos. There's 600 some odd comments right now, so anyone who interacted on that video, it's greatly appreciated. We responded to hundreds of comments, so
yeah, we tried our best to respond to every single one of you guys, and I think we did. We've probably got some catching up to do when we get back. Do you think all that smoke towards the camera is fine?
I don't know, I was wondering that too. It's probably okay.
Okay, go now. Okay.
Thanks again for the feedback, guys. Thanks again for all that support on that video. We are thrilled with how this is rolling so far, and we're gonna keep them coming. So right now the plan is to get going on these shelters and hopefully stay warm tonight. So what the plan is for the shelters, we're gonna build very small lean-tos and line the back side of them with the space blanket, and hopefully that'll just reflect heat from the fire down onto us. Build walls on either side, space blanket on the back, and then it should hopefully hold heat pretty well, because I mean it's cold right now. That feels like temperature is probably about 10. I know it doesn't look like it, but it is not warm. There's snow in the air. So Noah's taking this big dead tree down, which is basically right where our shelters are gonna be.
It's binding now.
There we go.
Timber.
Not timber.
Not timber.
Almost timber. On your chair. Whew. That'll be some good firewood.
Oh yeah. Very fresh dead.
So we're going with a slightly different strategy this time. Instead of finding Y sticks and trying to hammer them into the ground to be our main two supports, what I'm gonna do is cut 3 equal length sticks like this, lash them together here, flip it so it forms a tripod, which I think will be a little bit more stable. And it might be easier because there's not a lot of Y sticks around here. We're trying not to cut down any live trees, obviously, and a lot of the stuff that's down on the ground probably doesn't have much structural support to it. So we're giving this a new shot. So I did this as a kid making teepees one time, and it worked. So here we are 20 years later trying this again. But what I'm gonna do is go under like this and wrap this pretty tight, give it a couple of twirls here, and it'll actually tighten as I separate these sticks out and form into the tripod. So I'm gonna do this, tie this knot here, and then hopefully that'll give me a pretty strong base to build off of. So that's kind of what I was going for. I'll run my main pole right through here and build another one about that height right there, and that should do it. It's going to be a nice low height, a lot smaller than last time, and hopefully I can hold heat in there pretty well.
Dude. Shitty paracord.
Yeah, it's not bad. Sturdy. Where's your paracord? So I got the top brace in there, and now I'm going to lean some poles along the back and probably weave the space blanket through them maybe, or somehow get the space blanket to stick to the back. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work yet. This is my first time ever attempting this. That's a pain. Tying those at the right tightness, flipping it, is not as easy as it looks.
I'm going to use this guy as my top beam. There's no branches coming off it, and you can see if I scratch it like that, it's dead, whereas this one next to it is green. Oh! Nice.
You see that?
Yeah. Should be good.
Yeah.
Bendy though. Alright guys, so like last time, we have these accordion style sleeping pads, and unlike last time, we've gone a lot smaller. A lot of you guys commented about that, telling us to go smaller or share a shelter, which we totally agree. So this time we're going a lot smaller. We're just pretty much doing the bare minimum to get us through the night.
So before I get too far ahead of myself, I'm gonna test fit my space blanket to make sure that it actually fits here. If you don't know what I'm referring to as a space blanket, if you've ever watched Better Call Saul and seen Chuck, then you should know what I'm talking about.
Yo, dude, get those camera batteries away from me, dude. I'm serious. Ah.
Space blanket, Mylar blanket. So I'm gonna just unfold this thing. It's pretty large. Let's see if that's even gonna fit where I want it to before I make a mistake. You wanna come here and just grab one side of this? Just grab those corners. Oh God. It's not bad.
It's not even that windy out, and the space blanket's just catching the breeze like crazy. So I think we might have some gusts later on. So we're gonna have to really make sure we secure these down, because we're really relying on these for warmth tonight. We didn't bring the amount of clothes we normally would have for this temperature. I mean, we'll be fine either way, but we'll be very, very cold if we can't get the space blankets to work like how we were picturing. Yeah, we'll figure it out though.
So I'm over here by this river looking for some round, small rocks that I can tuck in the corner of the space blanket to have a point to tie off to. I just want them to be super rounded so it doesn't poke through it if we get any wind. So I'm being kind of picky about this, and that water is cold. If anyone knows what's going on here, leave it in the comments, because I've never seen anything like this. Is this a woodpecker that went nuts on this, or what? So I have these little river rocks. I'm gonna wrap it in the corner of the space blanket, like this. So I have like a tie-off point. Wrap a paracord around that a couple of times, and then tie off to here, like this, is kind of what I'm thinking. Hopefully that works.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna do the same thing, and then on the bottom, I found two big rocks that I can just use as tie-off points for the bottom.
So I got taut line hitches tied to the edge of my space blanket in every corner. That's what I got.
Looking pretty good. He's got the weave going on. So for reference, right now it's hovering right about 20 degrees, maybe a hair below. Ben's in his shelter. How's it? Feeling warm?
I'm like sweating profusely.
Oh yeah.
Right now this thing is pumping.
Oh yeah, dude, I can see the heat waves just radiating off that. Oh my god.
It's gonna be too warm.
Yeah, you're gonna be too hot, man. It's gonna get 10 degrees colder than it is right now, and you're not even gonna be able to tell.
Yeah, it's got to be like 85 degrees in here. First thing I've eaten all day. Got them from Danny's sister's bedroom. Thanks, Holly, if you ever watch this. These are pretty good. They are pretty good. go!
All right. So we got both of the space blankets up. We have gaps on the bottom though, so I'm gonna take a bunch of these leaves and stuff, and just kind of fill the gaps like that, just to prevent that draft from coming in. And then we're gonna get some walls on the sides too, so we'll be nice and enclosed.
So I'm starting to make walls now. My idea is to kind of just do something like this with a bunch of sticks in this region and lay pine boughs like that. Probably not the best way to do it, but it should be relatively fast. The main purpose of this is just to kind of keep the wind out. It's probably not going to hold much heat, but as long as I can keep the wind from just rushing in and out of there all night, that would help a lot. Fortunately for us, there is that big pine tree that snapped off with some nice boughs hanging down. It's all dead. I wish that this one was alive a little bit more, but this is pretty helpful here. See how far this gets us. Here's what I came up with. It's not great, but I think it's gonna work. I could probably patch some of those holes, but that's what I'm gonna try to do. Unfortunately, these pine boughs are a very limited resource. So I'm trying to be sparing with these so Noah has enough to do his as well. But we could certainly use a lot more. That's interesting. Just stumbled upon a chair, middle of nowhere. We are deep in the woods right now. I wonder why that's there. Huh.
You guys just saw the other side. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, just kind of build a wall, I don't know, maybe hip height or so, and then I'm gonna cover the rest with pine boughs and fill in kind of around the bottom with more leaves like I did on the back. So I'm just kind of filling in the gaps with the pine boughs, and then I'm gonna put leaves kind of on top and build up the bottom. So yeah, I mean, it should break the wind, and that's all I really wanted to do, and maybe hold in a little bit of heat too. But yeah, keep on going. And we got dinner coming. I'm starving. I haven't eaten all day, so I think it's probably, what time is it, you know?
Nah, my phone's over by you.
If I had to guess, it's probably like 6 o'clock or so. Sunset's in an hour and a half, so yeah, I think we're making good time though. I got the shelter pretty well sealed up. It's obviously not watertight, but I think it'll do its job. It's gonna hold in some heat, hopefully, and keep the wind out. The wind's kind of coming in this direction, which is parallel to the way I have my shelter. So the wind is going like this. So hopefully it just hits this wall and, you know, just, it stops it. But anyway, it's time to get started on the bed. Now, both times we've done this, the 2 past times we've done this, we've made beds like how Ben's making his right now. What I'm curious to see is how necessary is that exactly? So I'm kind of thinking I'm not gonna make a log bed. I'm gonna take that pad out, pile a ton of leaves in there. I have a little ground tarp that's actually a footprint of one of my tents. Pile leaves in there, put that tarp down, then put the mat, and I have a wool blanket as well. And, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna die. I might be cold. I don't know. Ben's about halfway done with his bed now.
It's insanely time consuming.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. And we still have to cut all our firewood to last us the entire night.
And we haven't even started cooking our ribs.
We haven't even started cooking our ribs or our sweet potatoes. And we don't have any firewood. So I think I'm gonna go for that. But yeah, before you guys flame me in the comments, I am aware that, you know, most of the heat you lose in the night is through the ground, and this ground is cold. But I'm just gonna try something.
Risk it for the biscuit?
Yeah, if it doesn't work, then I will never do it again. But yeah, I'm just gonna go leaves, tarp, and my sleeping pad and see how that goes. What do you think, Ben?
I mean,
Do you think I'm dumb?
No, I don't. This is such a pain. I mean, even just to get to this point, just to find the perfect sticks that are straight enough and don't have a bunch of knots and everything, it's so incredibly time consuming. So honestly, no, if this even works 70% as good, it's probably better. Because that's about 30 minutes worth of work, and I got another 45 minutes to get it how it should be. So yeah, it's probably a decent idea.
And temperature is right at about 16 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's getting colder. Once that sun goes down, it's gonna get even colder, but shelters are looking pretty good. Wow, dude, that's a lot better than the ground. I don't know, we'll see, guys. If the video's posted, then I'm not dead.
So, bed's complete here. This actually might be the most comfortable one that I've made. Probably the one that I spent the most time on. I'm not really too sure if I should be back more into the shelter because I got another 1.5 to 2 feet right here. So I could definitely get more under the blanket, but I don't know.
Yeah, right now
that also means I'm further from the fire.
Right.
So
right now he's like right underneath the top of the space blanket. But if he went further in, he'd have more space blanket reflecting heat. But if he's further out, he has more heat from the fire. So I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna try it like this.
Yeah.
How we doing, Noah?
Doing pretty good. getting the fire going again so we can get some coals built up to cook our food. In the meantime, we're gonna go, there's a little river over there, we're gonna go find some rocks and kind of line the outside of the fire, you know, just kind of make like a little fire ring. Probably put some along the bottom of our shelters too, just in case the fire jumps over. I don't want to be roasting like the ribs we're gonna make later in my bed of leaves, so gonna make some sort of barrier. All right guys, just took a seat. So glad we brought camping chairs this time. We didn't last time, and it's just so worth it in my opinion. Got the shelters lined with rocks just in case the fire decides to jump.
All right, so on the menu tonight we have some ribs. We were gonna get baby back ribs, your St. Louis style. Didn't have them, so we only
had boneless.
Yeah, they're still gonna be good. We're gonna slow cook them in tin foil over some coals, like 2 hours probably.
Yeah, we wanted to cook them longer, but we kind of ran out of time. Sun's like about to set over there. But yeah, we're gonna season these puppies up and throw them on the coals.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we just collected firewood for probably 30 minutes or so. There's a decent bit around here, but not a ton of big stuff. We're having trouble getting that fire large, but the ribs are on, sweet potatoes are on. They're gonna be good. And it doesn't seem like the space blanket is actually increasing the warmth of the shelter. Oh, so actually it seems like the space blanket is increasing the temperature inside of the shelter. We're getting about almost to 30, and it's about 15 out right now. So this might work, hopefully. Otherwise, we're gonna have a cold night. Shelters are definitely working. To about 47 degrees. What do you think it is out there? 15?
Probably like 13, 14.
This isn't too bad. And this fire is not nearly as big as it's going to get. Update. We were at about 59, almost 60 degrees in here. That is insane. It's cool because this shelter design is actually something that we entirely made up. I've never seen this done before. You know, it looks like crap, but the concept of it's actually working. And I came up with this entirely on my own, so I'm pretty proud of this. We moved the thermometer outside. That is reading at 10 degrees. Inside of my shelter, it got up to 62.
Ben's putting his Johnnies on.
It is cold.
It's getting cold.
I'm doubled up on socks. I've been doubled up on socks all day.
We're gonna get the biscuits going with honey butter right now, just a little appetizer because we're so hungry.
Yeah.
And the potatoes aren't even close. The ribs, I don't know. We haven't checked. We'll give it a little more time before we check them, but yeah.
Stay tuned. They're gonna be. Breaking open the potato. Let's give her a slice down the middle. Then we're gonna load it up with some brown sugar and butter. Pop it back in for a little bit. Look at that. Oh, it's perfect.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Got brown sugar and butter chunks in there. Close it up, heat it back up. While it's heating back up, we're gonna eat our biscuits.
And then we're gonna bust out the ribs.
Yeah. Honey butter biscuit.
Yeah, they probably could have been cooked a little bit longer.
Oh, that's so good though.
Yeah.
If you guys go camping, do this. Sweet potato, cook it pretty much all the way, then cut it open, put some brown sugar and butter in it, and then just throw it back on the fire for like 5 minutes. It's so good. So good.
We've been slow cooking these boneless pork ribs, whatever they are, for about 3 hours now. I'm so excited to take a look. They've been sizzling and bubbling, dripping juices and barbecue sauce. These might be incredible.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh, they don't look that good.
Oh, they're not done yet. They're not done yet. You can flip them. Hey, it looks done.
Yeah. It's probably good. Wow. It is super tender. Not a ton of flavor, but very tender.
Give this a try.
So tender.
Yeah, that's good, man. Very tender. It's that time. It's just after midnight, and got the fire ripping. It's time for bed. Got a lot of wood. Even when we thought it was enough, we got even more. So, yeah, hopefully it'll last us the night.
We got a couple pieces, long pieces on deck ready to go. A bunch of short ones. So as him and I wake up through the night, we kind of just throw stuff on. We both stoke it. A pile here, a pile there if we need to get it. But this will be what gets used first. Taco myself up in the wool blanket. Should be 50, 60 degrees in there.
See you in the morning unless something crazy happens. But we made it. Not too bad. Yeah, sun's been up for maybe a half hour or so. My pillow's popped. Got a hole right there. I think I had some ashes land on it. Ben's just getting up.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
A little chilly. The fire died down, but bed was comfortable.
Yeah.
I probably slept 5 hours in total, 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, I think I got up like 3 times to stoke it. Yeah, so I got up 3 times, Ben got up twice, so all in all 5 fire stokes. Each time we did, the fire probably lasted an hour and a half to 2 hours. And then once it died down, it was very cold. But when the fire was going, I was toasty warm, very cozy, and I was pretty much sleeping in hour and a half to 2 hour increments.
Our breakfast biscuits are cooking. Gonna do some biscuit, egg, cheese, some hot honey. We got eggs, cheese, and biscuit with honey butter. Should be a pretty good little breakfast.
They're just black.
It looks terrible. It looks so bad. It's all right. It's not like, damn, this is so good, but it's not gross.
If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. On the last video, you guys left over 600 comments, and we really had fun looking through them all, and there was some good advice in there and a lot of support. But anyway, guys, we're gonna probably leave the shelters up. We'll take the space blankets down, but we'll leave the shelters up because people come out here and camp all the time. Maybe they can use it, or maybe we'll come back. I don't know.
All in all, these were insanely effective for the amount of time that they took to build, and the space blankets certainly do reflect a lot of heat, and having sides on there holds it, so it was probably between, I don't know, 30 and 50 inside the shelters all night last night. It was 10 degrees outside. So all in all, give this a shot if you're curious about it. It works better than you think it might. But again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the support. We're going to keep them coming, so stay tuned to the channel.